Hello and welcome back to some more Minecraft Survival Gold Age, episode 1125 or more. I'm not sure. I tell you, I'm somewhere around there. I am somewhere around there. But hopefully you're all doing alright and stay safe. Last episode, well, we were hard at work, working on our storage room. Now, it's still a work in progress area here. I do really need to get that lighting up in the roof so no mobs spawn. But it's not looking too bad, to be honest. This room over here is looking very bad. It's really aged, poorly. I think we just have to, carve it all back out. I think we also do need to, once we get the storage room done over here, remove this storage room. I think I might turn it into a workshop or something. Like, there's a lot of mods that do require room. And I could dedicate this area down here to something. But it's really, a big if. It's really a big if. I could turn this into my new lab for my dinosaurs. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. Let me know down below. Let me know down below if I should do that. Should we turn this into the new lab? I'll probably, renovate and turn it into something, different, shaped-wise. But that is the current idea that we have for that. It'd probably, be the best idea for that area because there is, a lot of potential. A lot of potential with it. This area is really bugging me. I'm just looking at the glass and I'm like, how did I not see that this was too short? Why did I stop extending out this way? I stopped extending out this way for a reason. Why, though? Why? I think I was planning on extending out the side bit there, but still I don't understand why I just suddenly stopped at that point. That is a real mystery, I tell you. That is a real mystery. You've been in a world so long that you forget why you did something so long ago. There we go. As I say, if you want the best timeline of my world, I think episode 250 has the best detail because it's a point of the old and the point of the new that I still remember the old and I could tell you all the details about it. That's probably the best point. I think it was 250. I'm not sure. I used to do world tours and I should really get back to doing world tours eventually. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. Sorry, I'm just looking at all this lining up that I've done. I think, yeah, we will probably get rid of this. And we'll see about, getting some more terracotta in here. Do I have any more terracotta? One of these chests have terracotta in it, and I know it for a fact. Oh, that's where I had all my coloured glass panes. Yeah, we will be sorting all of these out into their respective areas. Bang. Alright. 1 second, we'll head back over this way and see if I left the green terracotta in here. There's some... Oh, there's the panda bears. I really gotta have to go and work on the zoo soon, I tell you. The zoo is very basic, I will say, that I really want to, work on it soon. I want to create actual habitats. That is the goal, I tell you. Create actual habitats. Also, I think I could just get rid of this now. There we go. And that's all the way up there. Okay, jump on this and jump up there. I'm looking for any leftover materials, but I think this is all the terracotta I have, to be honest. Very strange that. Let me just dump some of this in here. I don't really need a lot of this, stuff in my inventory now. Alright. So I'll dump that in there. Grab my red backpack, put the wood in there. And we'll see if we have... I put the green dye in a chest, I know that for a fact, but let me remove that as well. I got a lot of gold. I'll remove that as well. Sorry, just fixing my inventory while we're working on this. Alright. I gotta have terracotta somewhere. You must be my terracotta, but I have andesite in you. Why do I have a lot of cobblestone in there? Okay, I think that's all the stuff from our our what do you call it, nether pigment farm that never worked. Alright, let's break that. I don't have terracotta on me, sadly. But I must have it in one of these backpacks, to be honest. No, not in there. So I do have sand in there. That will come in handy soon. So, let us see. We'll grab that colored glass there. Not bad. Oh. We'll grab... You know what, I'll go and fill up this chest over here, you know. Here, take all of this glass. There we go. Regular glass. And let's go and grab that. And put that in there. And put the glass panes in there. Do I have one for concrete? I don't really think I do. I have one upstairs, but just not one downstairs. You know what, let's go see if we can find some terracotta. I will check, you know, a little bit in here just for a second. Just making sure I did not have any terracotta left over somewhere, I tell you. So, let us go and we'll head along this way. And I'll see if there's any terracotta in here. I don't think I have any terracotta in here. You know what, I'll shove the red... You know, not red, the dyes and stuff in here now. Just so that I can have some space in my inventory. Here it is. Need to crouch. 313, not bad. Could I have a stack? Yep. Could I have 2 stacks? Yep. Could I have 3 stacks? Yep. There we go. Oop. There we go. Perfect, I tell you, perfect. Oh. There's so much glass just scattered around, you know. When I need glass, you know, I can never find it, but when, you know, I don't need glass, I find it everywhere. It is really annoying that. Oh, there's more lime terracotta in there. Alright, not too bad. I need to find where I left off all of that lime. Ah, there it is. I need to make more lime. I'm out of lime, gang. I'm out of lime. Where did I place those cactus green? There's cactus in here, but I'm pretty sure I have cactus green. I'm so sure I have cactus green somewhere. I guess I don't have cactus green? That's very, you know, strange. I thought I would have that. Yeah, I don't need to do anything there. There's gotta be a pain to move those shelves. I think I can move them with the chest transporter, but I'm not 100% sure. There's gotta be a pain to, you know, move all of those mob parts. Alright. Oop. I forgot to remove the floor in that area. I forgot to remove the floor. Alright, I'll grab that green dye there. Oh, oh wait, that's green. See, it always fills me. It always fills me. I think like, oh, you know, there's lime terracotta, and bam, you know. It was not lime terracotta. It lied to me. It lied to me, I tell you. Alright. So let us go and we'll see if we... Gonna die in here? You feel like I would have to die in here, but... Nah. No dies in there. Any dies in here? Any dies in here? There's lime concrete, not what I'm looking for. That's what that concrete back there looks like. We'll actually grab some of that rock slash, actually. Yum 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 yum. Yummy. Alright. So let us go and we'll see if yeah, I don't think I have any green terracotta. Well, not terracotta, green cactus dye. You know what? I still call it cactus dye from what do you call it? I think it's been, you know, quite some time, you know, since they changed it. It's still cactus dye, isn't it? Sorry, I like to look at stuff while I'm walking. I really like the brown on the walls for some reason. It just looks so nice. Let's see. I must have some cactus green in here. I guess not. I think I moved all my cactus, you know, green. That kinda sucks. That kinda sucks. Means I have to go all the way back down. I really like my room. This is a nice room. Need to add more to it. Looks a little bit empty. It needs something. Let me know what I should add to this room. It feels like it's just missing a few more details. I may actually renovate down here. I've been thinking about it for like the last while. And I feel like a renovation down here would go very nice. But what would I do? Hard to say, hard to say. I'll leave that one to now. And we'll go and, you know, get the cactus green that I need to get. Wait, I've not seen all my goats. Wojtek, our goat, Snowball, the Pope. Where's Burns? Yo, you come here. You get away from that. Burns. Burns. Oh, there you are, Burns. You had me having a heart attack there, Burns. I thought I lost you. I can't lose another goat, I tell you. Can't lose another goat. Gary? Not even got Bowser. I am not even going to Bowser, I tell you. Not worth the effort, I tell you. Not worth the effort. Really got to get into that cooking mod. Alright. Let us head down this way. Past the floating garden. I should really work on the floating garden again. I don't know what details I could add to make it better. It's a really hard build to work with. That's what I'll say. The artificial cave does need, you know, a lot more work as well. There's all these builds that just need a bit more work, you know. Alright, let me start separating it up. So you can go in there. 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 Bam. That should get me the green cactus dye that I need. Didn't they change the name of the green? Oh, it's cactus green still. I was so sure that they changed it, you know, its name. I was so sure. Maybe I was just imagining stuff. Maybe it's in the newer updates, who knows. Let's see. Need to work on this train station, I tell you. You can tell this part of the train station is very unfinished. Like if we're going a little bit of a walkabout. We'll head down here. I really do like how this cave is, you know, designed, this, you know, area. You can see I need a lot more brown terracotta. But apart from that, it's actually going quite well, this area. We go this way. And this way. and then it stops about here. I should make it go further down. Our idea is trying to connect up with this land over here. And what I'm thinking is definitely we should go down the now while we have the room. And then connect up with it. And then we'll head down this way. We'll connect up with this bit, head down this way, and then we connect up with Village 0. We call it Village 0 because it was the closest village to us, but it was one of the last village that we actually, went to. It's kind of the funny part, I tell you. It's kind of the funny part. This is like the closest village, but I found this village over here, Mass Halden, before I discovered this village. Which is very funny because I've been running around in this plains biome for ages before I discovered this. And then I also discovered another village up here. I think that's village 3, if I'm correct. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and then 0. And then any other village that I've ever discovered is, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Alright. So, our green cactus dye should be, well cooked now. Hopefully. Hopefully I didn't go out of the range and it, stopped cooking. Alright. So, let us go and we'll head back up there, grab some of that, cactus green, turn it into lime dye. And then with that lime dye, we can turn that into lime terracotta. We could use that for the walls. That is the goal. That is the goal. Should really work on that train station. It's really, not the best, I tell you, not the best. Does seem like it needs a lot more work. This area does seem, to need a lot more work as well. This is the Swafap tunnel. And that is Proto-Honey tunnel. Proto-tunnel. You know what, I do really like this area, but I really just want to destroy it all. This area was supposed to be our dimension tunnel, where we have all of our dimension mods. But, again, I don't have that much, RAM for it, but also the Aether mod collides with another mod, which is very, very annoying. Yeah, we have so much to work on, I tell you. I keep saying like, I'll work on that, I'll work on this, I'll work on that. But that's why I'm staying dedicated to certain builds now, so that I can finish off builds like these. Like our storage area. Alright. So let me go and grab some bones. Make some of that. And make all of that. Bam. Green terracotta. Yeah, I think this is gonna look quite nice. So we have this bit here. Grab me some oak logs. I'll just make it a big pillar in the ground now. There we go. Then we'll head along here and do the same thing here. And then grab my axe, chop that. And grab that. Yeah. Alright. So, let's go and place all of that there. Now that that's complete, we should just get started with the walls, shouldn't we? They run along the entire bottom area. And we're probably going to have to do something with this top bit here. I could do a bunch of stone bricks. Well, not stone bricks. Brick stairs going along that entire bit. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. One block behind, so just be beside, yeah. Sorry, I've started to get confused there with how it was supposed to be built. I should have really, you know, done the ceiling lights first. But, you know, who cares? We'll do the walls and all that before I get to the ceiling. I break that. And, yeah, we'll just get rid of that. This is supposed to be oak anyway. Oop. There we go. And let's do the same thing over here. And do the same thing over here now. Bam. And let's go like this. And let us go and go all the way along like this. Whew, that is a lot of terracotta. That is a lot of terracotta. This is going to spawn a creeper anytime. I can already sense it, you know. I think we'll get started on doing those lights on the ceiling. I don't want any creepers spawning. But I do want to try and, you know, match it up with this lower end light area. So at least, you know, it stays, you know, bright in a certain area. Alright. So, let me grab the glowstone. Here we are. There. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then do the same thing over here. Find this bit. And then there. Got confused there and I was trying to figure out like how it was supposed to go. Yeah, that works. And then over here, this shall be a line light. So 1, 2, 3. Now I will probably cover up the lights with something, but I'm not 100% sure on that just yet. The thing is, I could always work on the roof a bit more another time. There are some other build projects I do want to get around to doing, so hopefully, you know, we get around to doing that soon then. This is going to be a line light, yeah. I was not too sure there. There we go. Then we'll head over this way. Find that area right here. That actually works pretty well. For some reason this gives it very nice atmosphere here. And I'm just reminded of that atmosphere song. Alright. So let's go and do that here. Right, that's in the corner. So this bit here. Oop, that was not supposed to happen. Bam. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then for this entrance here. This is all lined up, right? Yeah. Alright. I guess it'd just be a full line. I have to add one on the end here. There we go. Yeah, that's not too bad to be honest. That is not too bad to be honest. Really liking the look of this. Why are you still here, Andesite? Center area. Where would the center be? This line right here. Yeah, that would kind of match up. Yeah, that's not too bad. I do see the problems with the lighting in certain areas that I will probably have to patch up with something. So I could do like double bits here, so that's about 4 blocks from that light, 4 blocks from that light. Yeah, that would actually work. That's 3 blocks from that light, so I think it'll only be 1 here. So that remains 4 and 4 on that side. You can see some weird, you know, what do you call it, problems, I should say. So that being 4, 4, that being 4, 4, but I have to make the light smaller. That is a problem with the counting. But it's not really that problematic, to be honest. 4, 4, yep. Yeah, that should actually work out. Not too bad. I really do like that. What time are we at anyway? Oh, we're at the 26-minute mark already? Dang, I did not realize that. You know what, I'll save it for next episode. We'll do the rest of this wall next episode. So, hopefully you did enjoy this. We have been hard at work on this project so far, and I look forward to finishing it very soon. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. Have a nice day, stay safe, so just think of vitamins, very important. I'm always saying things about these, bye bye.